Welcome to This Explainer. Look, today we need to have a seriously honest conversation about money, reality, and what the business landscape of 2026 actually looks like. I'm stepping in as your mentor for the next few minutes because I want to completely shatter those passive income myths floating around out there. My goal? To hand you a realistic, battle-tested blueprint to build a high-income AI service business. So if you're an ambitious entrepreneur looking to just cut through all the noise, you are exactly in the right place. Let's get right into it. The internet is absolutely flooded right now with fake promises of lazy AI money. We've all seen it, right? The flashy dashboards, the rented sports cars, the lazy AI bros promising you can just push a button and wake up rich. Look, in 2026, basic content generation is so incredibly accessible that it's literally worth zero. Think about it. If anyone can do it in 3 seconds, nobody is paying you for it. But the real wealth, that belongs to the people who use AI not as a magical replacement for actual work, but as a massive force multiplier for high-income operations. That's what we're going after. Okay, here's our quick syllabus for today's masterclass. 1. The end of lazy AI. 2. Strategy 1. Digital plumbing. 3. Strategy 2. Content ecosystems. 4. Strategy 3. Micro SaaS tools. 5. We'll cover the dangerous passive income trap. And 6, we'll wrap up with your 4-step blueprint. All right, Section 1, the end of lazy AI. Let's talk about our shifting tech reality. There's a term you absolutely need to know, AI operator, because this is where the magic actually happens. The folks capturing real wealth right now, they aren't just sitting around writing ChatGPT prompts for fun. By definition, AI operators are regular people, just like you, who use advanced automation and intelligent workflows to do the work of an entire 5-person agency, all by themselves. Talk about ultimate leverage, right? It's like you're the conductor of a massive digital symphony, orchestrating all these systems to do the heavy lifting for you. To understand how to actually make money right now, you have to grasp this massive technological shift. We've moved way past those basic chat bots of the past that just answered simple questions or wrote boring emails. 2026 is entirely about agentic systems and advanced workflow automation. Did you know the average small business loses over 20 hours a week just doing manual data transfer? That is half a work week. They are drowning in digital messes. Data is scattered everywhere. Emails are manual, leads are dropping. They desperately need you to step in and solve these complex messes. Which leads us perfectly into Section 2, Strategy 1. Let's talk about digital plumbing and backend automation. Just imagine a standard local service business for a second. When a customer fills out a contact form on their website, a ton of steps have to happen. Doing this manually takes business owners hours every single week, and honestly, things inevitably slip through the cracks. But as an AI operator, you can use tools like N8N or Make to build a single, automated pipeline that executes that entire sequence flawlessly. Instantly. A customized text is sent out, the details are logged right into the CRM, and a contract template is automatically emailed. All of it done with zero human error. You are effectively acting as their digital plumber, fixing these incredibly expensive leaks in their business. And the financial model for this is incredibly lucrative. Sure, you can charge anywhere from $300 to $1,000 just to set that pipeline up. But that lower number, that $100 to $200, that's your golden ticket. That's your monthly retainer fee per client, just to monitor the system, update APIs, and make sure it keeps humming along smoothly. You get 10 clients and a retainer like that, and suddenly you have this highly predictable, scalable monthly income from maintenance that takes you, maybe a few minutes a month? It's a game changer. Okay, moving right along to Section 3, Strategy 2. This is about building content ecosystems. Listen, if you think just generating a random AI image is going to make you rich, think again. Distribution is what brands actually open their wallets for. So here's your exact value proposition. You take one single piece of content, say a long-form video or podcast from a super busy entrepreneur. That's your input. Then, using advanced AI tools mixed with your own human quality control, you spin out this massive ecosystem of outputs. 5 vertical short-form videos, 3 detailed LinkedIn text posts, an email newsletter breakdown, search-optimized blog posts, the whole shebang. You're bringing strategy and organization to the table, not just running software. Because you're saving these busy founders a solid 40 hours of tedious manual labor every single month, and simultaneously blowing up their brand presence everywhere, they will gladly pay a premium for it. We're talking $1,500 to $3,000 a month. You aren't selling a prompt, you're selling a real outcome, a complete monthly package. And that, my friends, is exactly where the high-ticket revenue lives. All right, let's dive into Section 4, Strategy 3, Micro SaaS Tools and the Vibe Coding Revolution. Have you heard the term vibe coding yet? Because you need to understand this concept immediately. Basically, vibe coding means you absolutely do not need a computer science degree to build software anymore. If you can clearly articulate a problem and describe exactly how a tool should work, AI coding models will literally generate the software for you. It is completely democratized digital production. You can quite literally speak your solutions right into existence. No way, right? But it's absolutely true. But here's the secret to getting wealthy with vibe coding. You've got to think incredibly small. Seriously, do not try to build the next Facebook. Actually, scratch that. Don't even try to build the next Twitter. Focus in. Use AI over a single weekend to build simple, highly specific micro tools for niche communities. Find a really boring problem people deal with every day. Maybe it's a browser extension that instantly calculates specific shipping fees, or a mini tool formatting state compliance data for real estate agents. Just solve a targeted, boring headache. Because you built this thing over a weekend with AI, your overhead costs are practically zero. So if you launch that micro tool and charge a tiny monthly subscription fee, I'm talking just $9 a month, the math gets very exciting very fast. If you capture just 200 users, that creates a highly scalable digital asset bringing in almost $2,000 a month, all from a simple little tool you vibe coded over the weekend to solve a specific problem. Okay, Section 5, the passive income trap. Time for a quick reality check about the 100% passive myth. Before you rush off to build all of these, let's take a step back. As your mentor, I've got to be real with you. I want you to burn this quote into your memory right now. Treat AI like a highly competent, ultra-fast intern. True wealth with technology requires a heavy, active initial effort. AI increases your speed by 10x for sure, but you are still the director. If you launch a business, completely walk away, and try to make it 100% passive, your systems will inevitably break, your quality will tank, and your clients will leave. Guarantee it. So here is the winning dynamic in action. Delegate the intern's job to your AI. The tedious data entry, the rough drafts, the basic formatting, let it do the busy work. That frees you up to pour all of your human energy, your empathy, and your intellect into the operator's job, high-level strategy, building deep client relationships, and closing those sales. That is the true role of an AI operator. Finally, Section 6, your 4-step blueprint. Let's get to your actionable homework. I want you to follow this exact 4-step blueprint starting next week. First, pick one specific domain. Please, don't try to be everything to everyone. Pick marketing, automation, or asset creation. Second, build a personal system first. This acts as your portfolio of proof. Use automation to manage your own schedule, for example. Third, when you do direct outreach, do not pitch AI services. Nobody cares about AI. Pitch real solutions. Tell them you're going to save them 15 hours a week. And fourth, always structure your deals for retainers. That's how you secure that recurring monthly revenue and build a real freedom. Look, technology has completely leveled the playing field. The leverage to act like a massive agency is literally sitting right there on your laptop. The only variable left in this equation is your execution. So, my final question to you is this. Are you going to stop watching from the sidelines, or what are you going to step up and build next week? And more importantly, who will you become in the process? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Get to work, and I'll see you in the next one.